Assalamualaikum to our beloved lecturer, Madam Lily Maria Binti Abdul Latif. Today, we would like to present our lab project for case study 4. So this is our group members. So the first one is me, Anis SHAMIMI AHAMAD. Next is NURUL Syifa binti EDRUSSALAM, AMIRAH FATIN binti ZUBIR, and Nur Ain binti MOHAMAD ZAINUDDin. So next, I will pass to AMIRAH FATIN for the introduction.
The first one is introduction. The situation given is where hybrid LAN, wire and wireless LAN is created for 2 floor for synergy sedia berhad. This company decided to put 5 PC on the first floor while the second floor have 5 laptop and 5 mobile phone for their staff. Concerning getting a smooth flow of work, we need to connect all PC on the first floor to switch using cable and access point to switch via cable on the second floor. The connection between device has to be the cable on the first floor, which means the connection is wired, while the second floor connection must be wireless. We use star topology to connect the device both on the first floor and the second floor. Besides, we also give the physical structure used in this project are point-to-point and point-to-multipoint connection to create and design a network. The design of the network is created by using the Cisco packet tracer. The requirement for the project is we need to design, set up and configure the hybrid LAN, wired and wireless. We also show the suitable cable are used in the project, the detailed cost of required item to start the network, strength and weakness in order to connect the first and second floor of Synergy Sendirian Berhad. Next is physical structure. The physical structure used in this project are point-to-point connection and point-to-multi-point connection. It is basically a connection that connect the node directly together with a common link and is between two communication endpoint for a node. It also uses an actual length of wire or cable to connect the two ends. The connection shows that what is being transmitted from one side can only be received by the other side. For the project in first floor, it can be set as point-to-point based on the design shown. The connection is only between the hub and the node in every link. The hub sends the data and the only connected device will accept it at one time. It starts with the server that will link to the router and the router will link to the switch and every single connection has their own link that connect to each other. Next, for the second floor, we use point-to-multipoint connection because the data from first floor PC can send through the hub and we directly link forward the data to the switch 1. The switch 1 will be linked with router and linked to switch 2. From that, the data from switch 2 will link to the access point. The data will be sent to the second floor device. There are some advantages of using the point-to-point connection which include being fast compared to other network topology because it can access only two nodes. Other than that, it also has a very simple connectivity and is very easy to handle and maintain. Moreover, point-to-multipoint connection is simple to set up, such as adding user to a multi-point connection is easy than building a series of separate connection and also low-cost connection point because multi-point connection may be readily added. There is minimal expense involved with cable and installation. Next, network topology. The network used for this project is star topology. This topology is usually used in local area networks, which all nodes are individually connected to a central connection point, like a hub or switch. A star takes more cable than a bus topology, but the benefit is that if a cable fails, only one node will be brought down. As can see in the figure, the connection from a hub is connected individually to the PC. The reason why we choose this topology because it is very easy to install and it is also easy to manage and maintain the network because each node requires a separate cable for it to function perfectly. It is good for the company as they need to make sure that all the devices connected did not get any disturbance and easily every data is received well. Next, I will ask to Ain for present the simulation.
This is our Cisco packet tracer for our project. For the first floor, to the V5 PC. For the second floor, the access point will be used twice third pair internet cable to connect with 5 laptop and 5 smartphone via wireless that require the same connection as the first floor. For the router, gigabit internet. For the PC, IP address is 10.10.10.6. gigabit internet for the smartphone and laptop. IP address is 192.168.1.11 and gigabit internet for the server. IP address is 192.168.2.1. IP address for the PC 10.10.10.1 and default gateway from the router 10.10.10.6. The other PC, we change the last digit for IP address. For the laptop, IP address is 192.168.1.1 and default gateway from the router 192.168.1.11. For the smartphone, IP address is 192.168.1.10 and 192.168.1.11 is default gateway. Simulation for our project. First, from PC 0 to the PC 1, that will be send the data and it will be successful. Second example, from PC 0 to laptop 0, the data from first floor, PC 0, can send through the hub and will be directly linked forward the data to switch 1. The switch 1 will be linked with the router and linked to the switch 2. From that, the data from switch 2 will be linked to the access point. The data will be sent to the second floor to laptop 0. And it will be successful. Third example is from PC2 to smartphone 4. The data from PC2 can send through the hub and be directly to switch 1, and the switch 1 will be linked with a router and linked to the switch 2. From that, the data from switch 2 will be linked to an access point and the data will be sent to the smartphone 4. And that will be successful. I will pass to the next presenter is Syifa.
Next is transmission media. We have UTP or unshielded twist pair and RJ45. For UTP, we use CAT as 5UTP cable in this project because it is considered to be faster copper-based, medium available. UTP cable are less expensive than STP cable, makes UTP more affordable and easy to use. Besides this, the cable also have two types, which are crossover cable and used for connect the server and router, and also the switches to hub and straight through cable and used for connect the hub and devices, and also from router to switches. We decided to use this cable because it's easy to find. The next RJ45. The connector for the cable is RJ45. Other form of cable, we use RJ45 because it also known as the connection speed is really high and it is easy to install the connector. Besides this, the RJ45 also easy to plug and remove without need of any special skill. The next is network connecting devices. We have server, hub access point, switches, and router. For server, we have two, which is rack server and cabinet server. Okay, the next is cost and implementation. We have switches, router, access point, hub, and cable. So total price of network devices and cabling is 8,452. For hardware, we have rack server, cabinet server, and hard disk. Total price of hardware is 29,162. For software, we have Adobe Dreamweaver, CS4, and PHP or MySQL. Total price of software is 1,105. Total budget is 38,790. The next presenter is SHAMIMI.
So strength. We have 4 Strengths in this project. Firstly, steady and reliable connection. Router offers a steady and reliable connection between network hosts. Second, reduce number of broadcast domains. Switch helps to reduce the number of broadcast domains. Third, less expensive. UTP cables are less expensive than SDP cable since the cost is less per meter than other type of LAN cabling. The fourth one, more secure for wire connection. Wire connection is more secure than wireless connection. It is more difficult to steal bandwidth and to hack into the wired connection. Next is weakness. Weakness, we have 3 weakness in this project. Connection, the first one is connection becomes slow. Connection in router can become slow when multiple computers are using the network. Second, expensive. It is expensive to install as this type of star network topology uses the most cable than the other cable. Lastly, less secure. Wireless connection is less secure than wired connection. It is more easier to steal bandwidth and to hack into the wireless connection. For the project recommendation, we recommend you to use the most recent UTP cable. We may utilize CAT6 cable instead of CAT5E cable since it can handle more data at the same time. The second one, use wireless network only because it's cheap and easy to use anywhere and also can save costs from use many cable. For example, if hub have a problem, all the PCs that use hub cannot send data to the other devices because none of devices can work without hub. That's all from us. Thank you.